In this video, I explore the deep intelligence behind our experiences, much like the rhythm of the ocean waves that rise and fall without us consciously thinking about them. I will detail how, by paying attention, we realize that our thoughts, feelings, and actions emerge spontaneously from a deeper place, much like how our breath and heartbeat move without our control. Hi, my name is Stephen Hick, and I am excited to explore the concept of the totality, and how this is the essence of who we are in the moment we're in, and how deep spiritual practice allows us to expand our awareness to tap into this greater intelligence. Let's begin.
Imagine standing on the edge of a vast ocean, staring at the horizon. The waves rise and fall, seemingly of their own accord. You don't consciously think about the water's movements. They just happen. But when you stop to listen, you realize there is a rhythm, a pulse that drives the motion, even if you can't track each wave's origin or end. The ocean's movements seem spontaneous, but there's a deep intelligence behind them, far beyond what we can see or understand in a single moment. This is similar to how our experience unfolds. Beneath the surface of our daily lives, there's a profound spontaneity that we rarely notice. When we take a moment to truly pay attention, the essence of any deep spiritual practice, we begin to see how our thoughts, feelings, and actions just seem to appear. Even the thoughts we have about ourselves, others, and the world seem to rise out of nowhere. We rarely stop to consider how our heart beats or how our breath moves in and out without any effort on our part. These functions, like the waves of the ocean, are happening beneath our awareness, programmed into our biology. We don't need to think about them. They just are. Our conscious mind only becomes aware of what breaks through from the unconscious. For instance, when a thought pops into your mind, you recognize it instantly, but you weren't actively creating it. It simply arose from the depths of your mind, as if from nowhere. The more we pay attention, the more we begin to realize that our experience isn't random at all. It's far more intricate and intelligent than it appears. There is something larger at play, something that moves and shapes everything in ways we cannot fully comprehend. Let's call this the totality, the essential essence of who we are and the moment we are in. The conscious experience is just the tip of the iceberg. It's the part of this totality that has broken through from the unconscious and made itself known to us in the present moment. And the deeper we go in our practice, the more we can expand the realm of what we are aware of, the more we can tap into this totality. There's a shift that happens when we realize that we are not just observing this totality, but we are it. It's as though we become the ocean, not just standing at the shore, watching the waves. But even in this realization, we still cannot grasp the full scope of everything that is happening at once. The web of interconnections, the countless relationships that bring each moment of experience into being, is too vast for our minds to track. We may feel like we are the source of all of it, but the depth of these connections is so far beyond our comprehension that even the totality itself doesn't track every thread. It may sound paradoxical, but all movement arises from stillness. Stillness creates the movement, and movement returns to stillness. When we speak, the words we utter are like waves on the surface of the ocean, but their origin and their resolution are in the stillness of consciousness. They are expressions of that deeper being. Throughout history, many great spiritual teachers have spoken of the unknown as a way of pointing to this totality. The essence of our existence is something we can feel, but it can never fully be understood. It is beyond the grasp of our intellect, even as we experience it deeply. The teachings we encounter, whether they are spiritual, artistic, or found in nature, point to something that exists beyond the words, beyond the teacher, beyond the teachings themselves. They call us to awaken a deeper part of ourselves, a living presence that connects us all. As we start to live with greater awareness, we see the sacredness in the world around us. Whether it's a spiritual teaching, a song, or a sunset, there's a common thread that unites all things. The natural world, in all its complexity and beauty, is the greatest work of art we will ever encounter. It's not something separate from us. It's something we are part of. As we walk through nature, we are walking through a living, breathing expression of creativity and divinity. What lights up this experience, what allows us to perceive the sacredness in all things, is our consciousness. It's through consciousness that we are able to witness the divinity of life, even amidst its challenges and suffering. We don't need to deny the difficulties of life to find this divinity. It is present in every moment, in every experience. Our awareness, our consciousness, is not some abstract idea. It's not just a cosmic eye looking at the world. Rather, it is the living, breathing essence of who we are. It's not only that we see the world, we also feel it. Our bodies, our minds, our senses are all part of this grand dance of life. The body-mind is a tool through which the infinite, the cosmos itself, experiences itself. Many of us don't tap into this potential because it requires deep attention and sensitivity. But if we can awaken to it, we realize that our body-mind is how the universe experiences itself. Without our consciousness, the universe wouldn't know it exists. In a sense, it wouldn't exist at all. In spiritual practice, we are often encouraged to transcend our identification with the body and mind. This is essential for deep spiritual realization. But even in breaking our attachment to the body and mind, we are not dismissing their value. These are incredible tools. Through them, we experience life. The body, the mind, this consciousness, it's all part of the grand miracle of existence. And through them, the universe knows itself.